We're back, and this is reality. This is reality. So we coached a friend on the phone. Isn't life wonderful?
Yeah, that was perfect timing, although I didn't think you wanted to hear her problems.
So you can email us with your questions or problems, too.
Yes, it is Jean. Oh, we didn't introduce ourselves.
Oh, wait, who am I?
Jean and Helena. I'm Geneviève, spelled with G-E, Geneviève. It's Jean, G-E-N, at goodmorninggoddess.com. And Helena's is
at goodmorninggoddess.com.
Helena.
Yeah.
Yeah. So please email your questions.
So who the hell are you?
Oh, thank you very much. How do you do?
How do you do? Nice to meet you.
Thank you so much. I'm Geneviève Coleman. I am a licensed ordained minister. I'm a power prayer practitioner.
That's why I said, who the hell are you?
Thank you. Who the heaven am I? Thank you. I have performed hundreds and hundreds of ceremonies, weddings, christenings, house blessings, etc. in California and other states forever, because we don't have to tell our age, although I am committed to doing so if you ask me, but don't. And so I am blessed to be able to give people my best gifts, which for me
Look
are
at the camera.
Singing, communicating. My gift is communication, so I communicate by singing.
My gift is communication.
How do you know? Well,
Well,
that's
that's
why
why
we're
we're both
here. So I write lyrics and I do custom songs for
Oh,
ceremonies.
they're awesome.
Thank
They're
you.
Awesome.
I do
We will
ceremony.
be performing some of them for you.
Really?
Yes, we will.
When it's not so early.
Yeah. No, it will always be this early. Good morning, goddess.
Okay, so I'm really talented in many other ways I'll tell you about later. Take it, Helena.
Well, I'm a life, love, and sex coach. I've been doing that. I'm also a right round reverend, but I don't do a lot of marriage ceremonies because I always cry. But I did pretty good at the last one.
I
I
cry.
did pretty good.
You did excellent.
I did excellent.
It was the groom who should have been. So we are here today sharing our very first episode with you. And the thing I love about this most, which Helena can really appreciate, is that in this world of high-tech everything, it is incredible that we can be sitting here taping, recording the new, whatever the
With your
language
beautiful
is.
new
With our
iPad.
iPad. See, I have to get the
iPad.
language.
You've got to learn
I speak 5 languages, and I have to get this one down.
computerese. You
Computerese.
got to hang out with Gordon.
We're
more.
doing great.
My honey's a computer guy.
Oh my God! Yes.
Thank
yes.
God.
And so
I don't know how people survive without one. Do you?
and so that's always my lead-in line when I'm trying to remember what I was going to say. And so this is an incredible thing for us. It's an incredible gift and an incredible opportunity.
We've been wanting to do this a long time.
Right.
What are we going to do? What are we doing here? Talk to me. Why are we here? What are we doing?
This is our first show, so you explain to them why you're doing it.
Yeah, exactly.
Did we do enough of that?
No, we didn't do that at
Okay,
all.
we're sharing our gifts.
Okay.
It's an important thing for Goddess Camp. Every woman at camp
I
has a
got
gift.
lots of gifts.
Every woman at camp has gifts to share. So what we want to express to you is that we're like normal. No, we're not.
We're not. We're not.
We are
Thank God.
wonderful women, and
Unique.
we think
Special,
and
like
we-
everyone else.
yes, and we think every woman is wonderful and has a gift to share. So it's kind of like if we can do it, you can do it.
So the idea here is really not just to share our gifts, but to also share with you some of our friends and some of our ideas about life, because we think that we want to step it up a bit. We want to step out of the fear and
Our
pain
friends are
and
going to
negativity.
sit right here because this is the only
Isn't it
space
true?
left in the
Well,
studio.
we got another studio too.
We're gonna
we
sit-
do have another studio.
Okay.
So,
And we're a traveling show. iPads travel. When I go to Kauai in 3 weeks, I will be taping with Goddess
without
Wendy.
me,
You're invited. You know that.
I know.
Make it happen.
I know,
That's one of
making
our
it happen.
phrases. Make it
Make it
happen.
happen.
So we're going to be taping from all, pardon me, all over the world, and we're thrilled about that. And our guests will fit in our studio of the world
somehow.
Right. So go ahead.
We're just here to share our views, our opinions, our lives, our wisdom, our joy, and our fun.
Yeah, yeah. Life is supposed to be fun. We're big promoters of the Abraham philosophy, which you can look up at abraham-hicks.com. And I put in that plug because it's really saved. Bless you, Goddess. It's really saved relationships and changed lives, just like the Goddess Camp philosophy changes lives. Because one of the things that I really love about coming to a camp is it's almost like taking a truth serum when you're together. You've committed time, energy, money, love, a potluck dish, and you're not going to sit there and lie to people that care about you. And if you do, we're going to nail you.
Yeah, we know. So Goddess Camp is a place for women to gather, to share intimately, and to do different kinds of processes that will up-level their lives. For instance, we have kind of the Genesis Goddess Camp. There's many others forming all over the world already.
Queen Camp.
But Queen Camp, ours is kind of the one that started. And a lot of the times what we'll do is we plan a slumber party.
It is.
We have a slumber party, and we get together, and the girls whose birthday it is that quarter, we do it quarterly.
Yeah.
They get to put together the theme and the activities for the day. And we do those themes and activities, and they're all aimed at up-leveling our lives.
Right.
And then we get to play in the evening.
We do.
Snore all night.
We sing.
And then the next day we invite the guys and share with them what we've learned from each other the night before. And they love it.
Right.
They love being a part of it. And sometimes we have some God-Goddess camps too.
Wow, we're everywhere.
Now, why is it called God and Goddess? Talk to me. Tell me.
Well, particularly, I like the word love God. Because when you say God, people have a weird idea of some high egotistical
judgmental
persona that people are putting on,
authoritarian,
thinking that you are somebody, you're trying to be someone you're not. And what we're saying is that Goddess Camp and God Camp, that you are stepping into who you really are. You're letting the highest spiritual self of you, which already exists in you, you're letting it out, you're expressing it, and you're touching. Yes, you're touching that part of you that knows how to create, that knows you're great and you're good enough and you're worthy. What do you want? What do you want next? What you can have it. That kind of support from other people who've gotten in touch with that confidence, with that spiritual foundation within. That kind of support is priceless, and that's what we give each other when you're at a camp.
So we're supporting technologies to bring your optimal self to every moment, so that when you bring your best self, you generate from that best self better kinds of energies and creations and manifestations.
That's right. I like you magnetize.
Yes.
I love that feeling, because a lot of people like to be in control in life.
Not you.
Like that. Nobody like that. And so the feeling of controlling your life and what's going on is so much better than the feeling of helplessness and hopelessness. And I don't know how to change this, and it's not my fault, and this keeps happening to me, and I can't change that person or that partner, and that's an awful feeling, in my opinion, to have in life.
So we need to be the change we want to create.
Right.
So let's say you're in a job and you're not enjoying the people around you, and it's reflected in your reality. They're not enjoying you either.
What?
It's possible.
I can't believe it.
But, well, if you're crusty and depressed and angry and frustrated, people aren't going to be attracted to that. So as you start to show up as your best self, you may be surprised at how everything else out picture changes too.
I want to say you will be surprised. And you won't know how it's going to happen, and that's living in the unknown. We love the unknown.
We love the unknown. We're working very hard at loving the unknown.
Because when you ask for things in life with a positive attitude, and we will give you a technique before we leave, a positive attitude, you are going to get results. And it's always based on your belief system. Now, your belief system doesn't have to know how something's going to come to you or change.
It's usually better if you don't.
It's always better. Because it's always better when it comes to you from a spiritual source, instead of you trying to make it happen all by yourself.
So you've heard the phrase, this is not how I pictured it in my mind.
Yeah, Lorraine said that.
That's Lorraine.
She's
one of our
always saying
goddess
that.
sisters.
Yeah, she's always saying it's not, and it's like, good, because I've been in that mind. It is scary.
Well, the point is, a lot of times we frame what we want from where we are. And from where we are, we're wanting to create change, we're usually kind of unsatisfied. And when we create from that place, those energies, those feelings of dissatisfaction and problem and negativity can leach into what we're trying to create. But if we just say what we would prefer and focus entirely on that, that is a road to creating something better. But if you leave yourself open to the possibility that it could be better than you imagine, and it usually is, then you create much more space.
Yes.
You don't have this rigid idea of how it needs to happen, and so there's a lot more room for more things to happen.
Right. Well said. I have to say you're very good.
Thank you. I know I'm good. I'm good. We're both communicators.
Nice. When I said we give you a process, that's an excellent way to start. Let's start with this one. When you say, you guys have been doing this for how many years? It doesn't matter. Start today. You're going to change your life today with this simple process. You're going to wake up and do what's called setting an intention. And an intention is a mental, vocal, you must use your words in my opinion, and you must speak your word for what you'd like to experience today. Just make it very simple.
And there's a reason that you have to vocalize it. And this is really important to know. When you speak, you can feel there's a vibration in your body and a vibration in your bones. Your whole body begins to resonate. And if you feel good about it, then you're creating a harmonic resonance, which is a very good thing.
It is.
And that lends energy and supports your entire being in becoming aligned with what it is you're wanting to create and intend.
And just like sending out a song, a bird song will sing a particular melody. It's heard by likewise birds or similar matching. Listen, get here.
I'm working.
All right, it's a vibration. The universe is going to match that vibration.
Right. Where do the birds have to do?
A song. If the universe hears you vibrating your request for a loving interaction today, everyone I meet, I'm going to see with kind eyes, and they're going to treat me well. That's your intention for the day, let's say. So that's the song you're singing. That's the vibration you're putting out. No, you have to speak it. So that vibration means people are going to resonate with that and come into your sphere of existence.
Me. I know. You know that you love me forever.
How do you sing this early in the morning? So that's going to be your homework, for instance. Have one sentence of something lovely you'd like to experience today. Not, for once, I'd like my kids not to drive me nuts. That's a negative. Phrase it positively.
In the present moment.
In the present moment.
Yeah.
Today, everyone I meet, I see with kind, loving eyes, and I am treated well. Thank you. Always say thank you to your higher good, your God, your source. This is not a religious experience, it's spiritual.
What's the difference between religions and
Why,
spiritual?
thank you. Religions have dogma and doctrine you must follow in order to be a member. And that's wonderful, because some people really need that in their lives.
It's a structure.
And everybody likes to know where other people are coming from so that they can relate and feel safe. That's a show all by itself. We're going to do that one. That's a good one.
Well, let me toss in spiritual is really about your relationship with yourself and everything else around you.
Okay.
So that you're becoming aware, awake, and attuned to your life, your world, and your relationship with everything else.
You know, on Love and Life Tools, which I heard is a very good show.
It's a very good show.
You go into details like that on several of your interviews with people, and she's really very good. I would suggest watching a few of those episodes and getting yourself a little more education on how great you are. Everything you have is already in here. You haven't been practicing it. Maybe you didn't even know you had the ability to create your life even better than today.
Well, you know, I really think that when we take this journey of beginning real, true self-love and compassion, that's the key to everything else. Because if you really want to love optimally, it's important to be aware and sensate to what's going on within. And once you become aware of yourself and you become more compassionate and sensitive with yourself, listening to yourself, what are my needs, what are my wants, what are my desires, how can I ask for what I want, how can I take a stand for what I want, then you become so much better at doing that with others.
Right, right. And so, hearing something she just said, how can I take a stand? How can I? People are always saying, women are always saying, but I always ask for what I want. I tell them all the time, I want this. She never listens to me. My kids, you know. We have got to stop that. It's the whining process that doesn't get you anywhere. You need to do what we asked, which was to set an intention, which is to stand in love, loving yourself first, and saying, all right, I'm going to try this. You can try it for one day, you can try it for 15, you can try the 30-day mental diet, which we'll talk about on another show.
You know, it takes
very
21
powerful.
days to learn a new habit.
That's right.
So anything, you know, we kind of round it out to 30. But anytime you practice something sequentially every day, you're creating new neural pathways, you're creating a new reality. And the more you focus your attention on creating that versus what you were doing before, the more you ingrain and attune and entrain yourself into this new behavior.
And did we mention we're also students of quantum physics? So we're going to throw in a lot of scientific stuff you cannot dispute. I have kids. I have teens.
So the idea is, ultimately what we're going for is that if we start our day with an intention, creating a loving foundation for an optimal sort of day, you'll have a better chance of creating that.
So that next time when we say good morning, goddess, you will be answering, yes, it is.
And thank you, I know.
That's when we praise each other, the thank you, I know factor. So, all right, so we have a few more minutes left on our show, and we just want to tell you to please join us again. Check out the website, goddesscamp.com. And on the very bottom on the left side, now see, this is my right hand, but I was thinking of you guys. On the left, that's not going to work. Get on the web page. And on the left hand side, on the bottom, it says, Good Morning Goddess. Click on that and send us your questions. Read about Goddess Camp while you're there. You can buy a crown, watch us on your computer, and wear your crown at the same time. Get your coffee ready in the morning. We want to make this a weekly event. And it may be every morning eventually. That's just really a lot of work. And so we are asking people to participate and tell their friends. And that's how things get started in this world now. You tell a friend, you start a camp, and things just grow and glow from there.
So we're going to be having mini camps here with you, and very mini. It's not like we can have a slumber party, but you'll get a flavor for what Goddess Camp is. You'll get a flavor for perhaps a more positive attitude and approach to life. You'll get a flavor for greater personal empowerment.
You'll see us wearing different pajamas,
different
jewelry,
everything. We're
gonna
girls.
We're gonna spice it up a little. You're gonna be very happy to be here with us every morning.
So thanks for joining us. It's been delish.
Delightful.
I'm out of D's already.
Really? Already? Delirious?
It's early.
That's one of the S words. So, thank you so much for being here, and we really look forward to welcoming you again and saying, Good morning, Goddess.
We did it.
Yay!